Hi. As a small child, I was terrified of movies. But, I'm not anymore. It's hard to put my finger on who was responsible for my fear of movies at the time. But most likely, it was that one guy that said, "Our only fear is fear itself." That's a lie. Movies can also be pretty scary. For about 2/3 of my life, I was terrified of any movie above like a G rating level. Now that might be due to the fact that I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark with my mom when I was 5, but we'll never really know. Either way, from that moment on, I was very cautious about the movies I watched. Maybe even a little too cautious. I think a lot of the time, the movie just seemed worse in my head after I watched it. Like a certain scene that scared me, it'd be like a 2-second scene, but in my head, I remember that as like a 10-second scene that was just like from a horror movie. I watched Monsters, Inc., which is like a G-rated movie. Nope, that was too scary. My brain would just embellish the scariness to an unthinkable level. So picture this. During family movie night, it's like everyone else is on the couch, and then there's little Jozef standing by the doorway prepared to look away in case things get too scary with like a Pixar movie. I know, it was not great. You know what? You don't even have to picture it, because I'll show you. We couldn't afford de-aging CGI in the budget, so you'll just have to pretend. So weirdly enough, I was scared of like these furry like CGI animation creatures from Monsters, Inc. But like my favorite movie was Revenge of the Sith.
Look at Anakin! I have the high ground! I have failed you, Anakin! I have failed you. When I should have known the Jedi plan to take over. Anakin, transfer power here is 0. When I should have known the Jedi were evil. When you have lost.
When he got burned up in the lava, I was just like, oh, too good. As a kid, I don't know why. My foolishness restricted which movies we could watch in a family movie night for a long time. And I apologize. Mom, I'm sorry. When a new movie came out, the rest of my family would go see it as long as, it wasn't like a Pixar thing. And then I would stay at my grandparents' and like play Legos. It was kind of awesome, but kind of not. It was kind of this weird thing too, because like only my family knew about it. I made them promise not to tell a single soul. But then all the souls found out when I went at this like sleepover thing, my friend's house, and they were all like, "Hey, let's watch Lord of the Rings." And I was like, no, that is the bane of my childhood existence. That is the most frightening movie ever. We'll just watch Meet the Robinsons instead, okay? Like, actually, that might even be too scary. No, let's just like play cards. So eventually the secret came out, and I was like, yes, guys, I'm a total wimp. I don't like watching even remotely scary movies. You can make fun of me. But goodly enough, I wasn't really made fun of that much. A little bit. A goodly amount, okay? It was good for my character. Let's put it that way. I kind of came out of my shell of this like fearfulness a little bit, and I started watching like PG stuff with my bros and family, But my brothers watched this one cartoon and I couldn't do it. Too frightening. Transformers Prime. It's a good show. I watched it like recently, and I'm like, this is good. I couldn't do it. We watched the first episode. I was like 6, 7, maybe. Who knows? I didn't know. Anyways, it's like this guy, this Megatron turns into a robot zombie or something. And if that doesn't make sense, it's because I haven't watched the episode since. I will rewatch it. There was this other show, Voltron. That's a good show. I did watch that one. But like, more zombification with like purple crystals, and I'm like, By the time I was like 6 or 7, I kind of got smart, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna have my own movie night while the rest of my family watches a movie. I resorted to these 2 shows, okay? VeggieTales, which is still awesome, and Chuck the Truck, which was like this weird, cheap animation thing that wasn't as awesome. And that was my life. I was just like this fearful little rat boy that just watched like 6-year-old shows. I guess I was 7 and like 11, but still. So then finally, it's 2015. I like Star Wars. The new Star Wars movie came out. I was kind of like, do I want to go see this? I might be scared. I decided to face my fear. I mean, I didn't entirely face it because I brought like this little Yoda hat to put over my eyes in case I got spooked. But to my surprise, I didn't need to. I faced it.
I faced my fears.
From that moment on, I was less scared of movies. I didn't see all of them, but since then I have seen all of them. Every movie, ever. I've seen it. Proven. And my life has been the better for it. I'm just like, I got this list of movies back here. This is the top 100 movies. I've seen very few of them.
Since then, I have seen all of them. Every movie, ever.
But I would have missed out if I never faced my fears and just went after those movies. You know, I caught them by the ears and pulled their ears off and ate them. Now, gone are the days of hiding in like my bed like a little rat boy and just watching like 6-year-old shows. I'm done with that. Maybe one day, but not this day. So here's the moral of the story. You gotta face your fears, man. Derek, I'm looking at you. Don't be afraid of movies anymore, you little punk. I actually don't know anyone named Derek, but if you are watching this, Derek, face your fears. You don't even know how much better your life could be after you face your fears, because it's gonna be dang good. These darn kids need to start facing their fears if they want to get anywhere in life. Darn kids! With that being said, I hope this video made your day even just a little bit better. If it did, I'd appreciate it if you go down below and just obliterate the buttons, because that does help the channel out. And until next time.